Oz, this is Gazza here and welcome to Detecting Oz. Today I've returned to a spot I was at probably during the summer or late autumn and the ground was that hard. It's a bit the opposite now. It's very soft and boggy, the ground. We've had quite a bit of rain and I'm afraid the grass is getting fairly high through this area too, but I did find a few coins the last time I was here, a couple of older ones as well. But there's a hell of a lot of rubbish in this area as well. I've got the Equinox 800 with the big coil on, and after digging lots of screw caps and things like that, here is a lowly 1-cent coin. Hopefully there's something better to come. Okay, let's carry on. Okay, I've dug a fairly good signal and I dug a hole and there seems to be a lot of very old glass in it. I can see part of the word Sydney in the bottom of that bottle. And amongst some other old glass here, oh, look what we have down here. We have a medallion of some sort. Looks like one from World War I think. Lovely. Always like finding these. Excellent. Oh, there might be some more old stuff around here. If there's old glass, it's always a good sign. One reason why I've got the big 15-inch Coiltech coil on today is that the last time I was here, I realised that there's some pretty deep targets in this area. And just to show you that, this hole's about pinpointed depth, and out came a lemon drink screw cap. Just makes you wonder how on earth they get so deep in the ground. So if that's so deep, well, I guess lots of coins could be the same depth. Alright, we'll carry on and see how we get on. It's not a bad day actually, it's quite calm and it's overcast at the moment. It's supposed to be some showers later, but it's okay now. Okay, still digging lots of deep screw caps, and I've got another good signal here. I thought it was another screw cap. It's about yeah, pinpointed depth, or not quite. But see what I see down there. It's another little 1-cent coin. Just shows how deep they are here. And out of another deep hole, instead of a 1-cent coin, this time I've got a 2-cent coin. Some nice pre-decimals would be better, but who knows what still could be here. I'm just sort of gridding this area, and I'm not actually that far from where I found that medallion. And I've got a funny sort of a signal, it's sort of good, out of this hole. And look what's come up here. That's something nice. Is that a brooch or something nice like that? Excellent. That's a lovely find. But I'll just put that there for the minute. There is something else down here. I can just see the edge of it. Looks just like a piece of strapping or something. Could be a handle of something. Who knows? Alright. Very good. Now I just went on a bit and I dug this very iffy signal. The last signal I dug actually was a pull tab, so I was expecting about the same here. But I've dug the hole and looks as though there is a coin here. Just an ordinary old 10-cent coin. About 6 inches down. Oh well. Okay, well here's one of the many good signals I've got from this area. in the past they have all ended up just being rubbish. So I'll just try a live dig on this one. Ground's really soft and muddy. It's easy digging, but be prepared to get covered in mud. I'll just lift that one over by hand. It's just down there somewhere. Nice and deep like all the other targets have been. Still down there somewhere. Aha, look down there. Very unusual to do a live dig and actually find a coin, but this looks like one. What is that? Just an ordinary old $1 coin. Gee. Nearly the depth of the pinpointer. Oh well, I suppose it's still a coin, it all counts. Okay. Let's carry on and see what else we can find here. Anyhow, I've been gritting up and down here. I've gone over some of this area before, but I'm just going over it again quickly. But this looks like one coin that I missed last time. You can see the impression there, and the coin is there. And it's only an old 2-cent coin. Go, great signal, eh? Alright, I spent quite a while detecting that area in the far distance there. Mostly just rubbish. Just the odd 1 and 2 cent coin, so nothing of interest. Anyhow, I've came back to where I was earlier, and I'm in the old bottles and stuff here again. And yeah, this just came out. I don't know what that's from. Wouldn't have a clue. Anyhow, the time's getting on. Might have to go soon, so anyhow, I'll just carry on here for a little bit and see if there's anything else of interest. Okay, out of this hole came a key. Anyhow, that may be my last decent target. I'll have to get going very shortly. It's just starting to drizzle as well. Okay, well, out of this hole, very deep target, came this. Bit of fancy, I don't know if it's lead or what it is. What that comes from, I don't know. It's obviously attached to the top there. It's very fancy. Not sure what it come from, but I'm glad I didn't break it when I dug it. Okay. Okay, this is definitely my last target for today before I go home. This is just a faceplate from an old lock. It's got some writing on it, but I'm not sure what it says now. I'll clean it up when I get home. Alright, I'll catch you all in the review. Okay, so what did we find on today's hunt? You might remember earlier I said the area was very trashy. And here's the total amount of rubbish that I dug today. And moving on, and as I usually do, worst to best finds. A couple of random items, a faceplate from that padlock and the key. The writing on the front of the padlock seems to say British make, with British without the letter I, so that's a bit unusual. So here's this fairly large ornate object that I dug near the end of the hunt. Although it looks like it might be made of lead, it's not actually, it's sort of a harder material. And right at the top there's a small brass knob, and it looks to be something that you can turn. And if you turn it over, you can see that that brass knob is attached to a very rusty iron rod which comes up the back of it. So I can't really think what it might be from, but some of you out there might know, and if you do, just leave a comment below. So on to today's coins. The $1 coin, a 10-cent coin, two 2-cent coins and 3 1-cent coins. I was a bit disappointed that I didn't find any older coins there today, as I had done in the past. But anyhow, to partially make up for that, let's move on to today's best finds. And here's the medallion that I dug up. This is commonly known as the Peace or Victory Medallion, and it was to commemorate the end of World War I in 1919. After a bit of internet research, I found that every child in Australia was given one of these who was aged from 0 to 14 and up to 16 if their parents were in the armed forces. And 1,670,000 of these were made. Just makes me wonder why I've never found one of these before. This side is actually in pretty good condition, with most of the silver plating still intact. But turn it over and it's not quite so good on this side. Some of the silver plating is either worn or come off. But anyhow, you can still make out all the details on it. So, on to what I reckon is the find of the day. What an absolutely glorious little item this is, with a lovely floral type design. That is absolutely stunning. First of all, I thought it might have been a pendant or necklace of some sort, but usually with that there might be just a small loop at the top. But this seems to have a bigger hook at the top, as though it was clipped over something. So I don't really know what it is or what it's from, but as before, if you know, leave a comment below. I'm just so glad that I didn't damage it when I was digging it. That's another reason why I wanted to return to that area when the soil is moist. More delicate items like this can be easily damaged when trying to dig through rock hard soil. Alright, well I did quite well on today's hunt. No older coins, but nice medallion and some other interesting items, so it turned out pretty well actually. Okay, well that's about all for now. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll catch you all again on the next hunt.